Hello fellow simmers, and welcome to this tutorial from Flightsim Productions. Today we're going to take a look at how to install liveries for TFDi Designs add-on 717 and PMDG's 777 and 737. Both of these are fairly simple to do, but if you've never done it before, you may be a little nervous about it. We're going to start off by going to the TFDi Designs add-on manager. We're going to go over to where it says reprints. We're going to click on that tab, and that's going to open up a web page, and from there we're just going to select a livery to download. Now you'll notice when you first do that there's no download button. What you have to do is you have to go in and create an account and log into your account in order to get the download button. So you're going to click in there after you've created your account, type in your display name or email address, and you can also sign in via Facebook, Google, or Twitter. After you get your credentials correct, click the sign in button, and you can see that you are signed in by having your name up there in the corner. Next, we're just going to click the download file button that has now appeared, and you're just going to save this somewhere on your computer that you can retrieve rather fast. Usually it's on your desktop, but it can be anywhere, wherever you feel comfortable with. I've already downloaded this, so I don't need it. I'm going to close out of the window here, and we don't need this open anymore. Now what we're going to do is we're going to unzip the file that we just downloaded, because they do come as zip files. So I always put mine in a folder first. I do all of them all at once, and then I put them on the desktop. You're going to left double click. You're going to extract these to your desktop. Just click OK, and it's going to pop a folder in for you with all the files inside. Inside of the file that you just extracted from the zip file, you're going to notice two files that are in there. There's going to be a texture file, and there's going to be a .cfg.txt file. The texture.hawaiian2001 file is the one that we're going to install in our in our P3d folder. So wherever you have that, you're going to want to get that open. You're going to double click on where it says prepared version 4 or V4. You're going to go down to where it says Sim Objects. Left double click on that. You're going to left double click on Airplanes. And you're going to scroll down until you find TFDi_design_717. And you're going to left double click on that. Once you're inside there, you can see some of the other textures that have been installed. The Delta Qantas one was ones I had downloaded earlier and installed. You're going to notice an aircraft.cfg file in there. This is the config file that you're going to have to do a little changing on in a little bit. No need to get nervous about it. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. To get it to open up in Notepad, we're going to right click on it. We're going to go down to Open With, and then you're going to select Notepad. And you're going to go down to Always Open App CFG files with that. And then it will always open in Notepad. If you want to use something else, you can do that too. I just prefer using the Notepad. Now you'll notice I've got Flightsim 1 and Flightsim 2, and there's also a Flightsim 0. This is how we're going to get our liveries to work with our sim. You'll see what I mean in just a second. I'm going to scoot that down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag load the texture and just throw it into our PMDG our Prepar3d folder. So that's it for that part. Now we're going to open up that text file And you'll notice that we have something rather similar to what we just saw in our Prepar3d airplane config or aircraft config file. We're going to copy that from flightsim.xx all the way down to the bottom. Edit, copy, or Control C. And close out of that. And we're going to go back to that config file, and we're going to paste that information that we just copied from our downloaded file from their site. Just going to plop that right in there, and we're going to change this to 3. So just type in 3, the number 3, and that's it. That's how you install the textures for TFDi's 717. So we'll go ahead and we'll do another one. We'll do a couple more. That way you kind of see that it's pretty much the same thing. Well, it is the same thing every time. So I'm going to go back to my folder that I have all the zip files in. Drag another one to the desktop. Get rid of the other texture that we just installed. No need to keep that. Left double click on the zip file. Extract to, and then it's going to go right to the desktop again. Can get rid of that, and we're just going to left double click on that folder. Same thing, 2 different files. We're going to drag the texture over to the P3D spot that we did earlier. We're going to left double click on the TXT file. Going to copy that, Control C, or edit copy. Go back to our prepared aircraft config file. And we're just going to paste that in there. Control V or edit paste. And we're going to change the number because we went from 3. Now we're going to do 4. Going to save that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw another one in there just so you can see how simple it is. And repetition is how that you learn how to do things sometimes. At least I know it is for me. So we're going to left double click our zip file. Extract it to desktop. Okay. Left double click our folder. Drag our texture into the prepared spot there in Sim Objects under Airplanes. We're going to copy this again, this information here. Control C or edit copy. Go back to our airplane config file in prepared. Scroll down till we can get to the next number that we can use here. 4, and this will be number 5. Control V or edit paste and change that to 5. That's that. That's all there is to it, folks. You have just installed TFDi Design's 717 textures. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to close out of some windows here. And I usually like to make sure that the texture is installed fine. I'd say probably 95% of the time they install just fine, but I do like to check them out in case I do a video. I don't want to have to come back to something where there's a bunch of goofed up textures or anything for the liveries. So we're going to start our prepared, and through the magic of video editing, we're going to check out our previews for the 717. And they kind of load a little bit slow. That's alright. There's JetBlue, there's Delta, Hawaiian. I like the Hawaiian one the best. That's the default. Qantas, I like that one a lot too. And Spanair. So let's check them out in Prepared, just to make sure that they are definitely fine. Again, through the magic of video editing, you can check this out, and it looks great, looks fantastic. I just installed the new tomato shade, and boy, I really don't like the setup on this one. So I will be tweaking that so that we have some good quality video. I don't like it when the clouds are washed out like that. So we do a little walk around with all the liveries, and then we will jump into Prepar3d. Alright, next up is PMDG's Operations Center. This is probably the Cadillac of all for installing additional liveries on your in your PMDG. This is very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to click on the PMDG Operations Center icon. I happen to save mine on my taskbar so I know where it is. Just takes a moment for it to pop up. If you don't know where the PMDG's Operations Center is, I will show you how to get to that. You're going to go into your C drive, left double click. You're going to go to Program Files 86, and you're going to scroll down until you find PMDG Operations Center. Left double click on that. And where it says PMDG Operations Center.exe, you're going to left double click on that. And that will get you to where I am right now. We're going to close out of that. The cool thing about the Operations Center is if you have any notifications, like there's any updates, there'll be like a red bar that says 1, 2 notifications, something like that, right next to the cogwheel up here. And you can go down here to where it says notification, and that area right there, it'll tell you what's updated, what needs to be updated. To install liveries, all you do is select the model that you have from PMDG. I'm going to go with the 737 here. We're going to go down to where it says Livery Downloader. We're just going to click on that, and that's going to load up all of the different liveries that you have and the ones that you can install. You can choose from any one of the aircraft here in the 737 family. And folks, this is how easy it is. This is how you download liveries in PMDG Operations Center. You can see it's still loading some items. Let's say we want this WestJet over here. We're just going to click download. Okay, it's installed. That's it. That's the end of it. You want to do another one? Scandinavian Airlines. Click on download. It's installing. It's installed. That's it. You're done. You've just installed 2 liveries that fast. A little bit faster than the TFDi's way to do things, but get the same result. It's that simple, and that's really all there is to it. You do the exact same thing for the 777. I was going to show you, but I figured, well, I showed you with the 737. It is the exact same thing, so you guys are pretty darn smart out there. You can figure that out. That's it for this video. If you like what you see, throw us a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Flightsim Productions. If you want to see some more tutorials on how to install other different type of aircraft in Prepar3d, drop us a line in the comments below and we'll see what we can do for you. Until next time, this is Flightsim Productions. Keep your head in the clouds.